Hi, my name is Warren Whitfield from the recently opened Acu-Wellness Clinics in the Well in Ballito. Acu-Wellness Clinics is so vital for this community right now. We are living in most definitely the most stressful, diseased times in our history. Mental illness, physical illness, and it just doesn't seem to be any cure. The methods that we're using aren't working. Antidepressants are not working. All of these psychoactive drugs for bipolar disorder, these things are not making people well. They have their place, but they're not curing the problem. Over the last 18 years, I've studied counseling. I've been to the United States to study at Lincoln Memorial Hospital Recovery Center in South Bronx, under the greatest doctors and psychiatrists in the world, who use an alternative method to help the people that are struggling with mental illness and with addictions. I've been able to put together an amazing team of people that I've met over the years and people that I've met quite recently. And we've created Acu-Wellness Clinics.
How's it? My name is Jono. I'm coming from the Acu-Wellness Clinic in Ballito. We've just opened a wellness center, a healing center that's been a passion of mine for many years. Started when I was in a facility in the Karoo, assisting people with life skills and secondary care. Passionate of seeing people with great potential and great resource within themselves, but the pain and low vibrations in them, unable to see that, caused me great concern. And I'd spent many times in my life in institutions and trying to find my help and get my recovery. And here at the Wellness Center, we believe that recovery is something that you find within you. So a couple of months ago, I was diagnosed with lymphoma, and at that current stage, given a month, if I wasn't going to start treatment, a month to live. I had begun a healing process prior to the diagnosis, and I'd started shifting my diet, changing my lifestyle, addressing habits that were creating also a lot of tension and stress and toxins. I was faced with chemotherapy, and with that option in play, I went and I accepted the process, but alongside that I used modalities. So I used oxygen to really metabolize and assist me in my immune system and the lymph, just general well-being. Used detox, acupuncture, plant medicine, breathing, movement, and mindfulness. With all that in play, I've come through so whole, and seeing people in a similar predicament as me, not doing the mindfulness, not doing the medicine, the plant medicine, not doing various modalities to ease the toxicity in their body from the radiation and the therapy. It was very present, and so I found that I'm living proof that healing doesn't just happen from an injection in you. It can be co-assisted, and there's a point where if you have not addressed your underlying issues, where the body is unable to accept the natural ways of healing, if you find yourself in a position like I was, it's not all doom and gloom. I have a great story of overcoming not only an addiction, but now overcoming an illness, a chronic illness. And it's a story of hope and capability and the resources that all of us have. And my story is similar to your stories, where I wasn't regulating my stress in my body and I wasn't regulating my lifestyle. My lifestyle was conducive to creating more stress. And eventually I paid the price in having to take drastic measures to save my life. I think the Wellness Center is more focused at getting people into a whole place, that they don't need to get to a point of being on the deathbed to start trying to address their health issues. where they realize that their health issues are actually primary, and if there's stress in their body, if the body's showing symptoms of not coping, it's quite important to really realize that that's something of primary importance.
It's the vision of myself and my business partner, John Rudolph. And the idea was to have one healing center where everybody in the community could have access to all of the alternative healing modalities under one roof. We offer everything from acupuncture, ozone, we have a physiotherapist there, we have someone who just specializes in breath work and teaches people how to breathe through life, which is an incredible skill, especially for the trauma that we're going through in society. He also does prenatal foot massage. Incredible young, wise man.
Hello, my name is Jason Kobush. I'm here with the Acu-Wellness Clinics in Ballito. I teach people the process of unifying their mind and body to serve the purpose of the soul. I believe we all have our unique soul expression, just like we have our unique fingerprint, and it's our moral duty or obligation to take this gift that we have out to the world. Focusing on the 6 fundamentals or the 6 guidelines to optimal living, we look at the internal ethics. Here we look at correcting your day-to-day actions to ensure that you're invoking what's true for you. We look at your duties, your disciplines as an individual to ensure that you're actually following through what it is that you need to. And then the third one is looking at the physical body. So the physical body is a wonderful tool, just like the mind. And through our experiences, we tend to store trauma in the body. So we look at alleviating the tensities, whether it be on an outer muscle or an inner muscle. And then from there, we look at, the assimilation, the elimination. The very first one is the breath. When we come into this world, we look at the value of the inhale. The very first thing that we do is that. The very last thing that we do physically when we die is that exhale, because the body can no longer sustain life. And you realize the 2 moments, that at birth and that at death, and how much value that is, and then coming back to living in each moment in being aware, and that makes up one moment. And then moving into how the conscious mind is stimulated and grown upon by the 5 senses, and basically like a light bulb emits, being stimulated here, you change the narrative to be within yourself and to observe and to be neutral with what's around. And then from there we look at concentrating the mind. This applies to a lot of kids as their attention is quite wavering, but this is where we supply the guidelines to this, directing the mind to what is true, because being rooted and being honestly living from what is right, you encourage the mind to act upon those. And then the byproducts of that is that sense of neutrality. You're not projecting into the past or reflecting upon the past, projecting into the future. And it enables you to actually meet what is required. So I look at, 3 fundamentals in life is respect, relevance, and love. Respect is understanding your emotional needs, what is right for you as an individual, understanding the person next to you, so there's that mutual respect. Relevance is meeting what is required of you in the moment, and of that you provide value, and the gratitude received on that is relevance. And then love, the third one, is our principal choice, as we all created in the loving image. And we have 2 choices, and this is through consciousness that enables choice. We either have choice of love or choice of fear, and you realize the 2 choices, what enables fear, anxiety, hatred, envy, jealousy. Choice of love, contentment, gratitude, joy, basics. Then from there you move into the last stage with that sense of oneness, because you're living from yourself, you're only looking to complement, to serve the other as well as yourself, and therefore the greater community, serving a 3-way win, and never be involved in anything less.
Hi everyone, my name is Tony Subramani. I'm a qualified social worker, acu-detox specialist, and an addictions counselor. My duty here specifically is focusing on addiction recovery, and I've been in recovery for the past 32 years as well. Even though I practice as a social worker, unknown to me, became very, very dependent on alcohol early in my life, and that was a tragic journey that I had been through for many, many years. However, during my addiction, I actually realized that I'd been infecting so many other people, and the productivity at work had suffered tremendously as well. I've been in recovery now, and I've impacted on the lives of many, many people throughout the country. I do a lot of work online and face-to-face as well. I work with the youth, I work with adults, and I work with families and the community as well. I'm also able to facilitate groups where we have support groups and therapeutic groups on a weekly basis at the Acu-Wellness Center as well. So you're welcome to join us. All the discussions is private and confidential, so contact us and have a chat with me, and then we could decide what's the way forward as well. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Dan. I work at Acu-Wellness in Ballito with my partner Tracy. Together we offer Kahuna bodywork treatments individually and together in a 4-hand massage, which is truly powerful and transformative. We also offer tarot and I Ching readings for people looking for guidance around queries or situations that they may be going through in their lives. I offer Kundalini yoga classes, one-on-one or in a group setting, where we explore the body, explore healing ourselves through the body, through the breath, as well as meditation and learning about the mind. I have been studying the body for 10 years now through Kahuna and yoga, and healing ourselves through the body is something I'm very passionate about, where psychology just focuses on the mind. A lot can come through when we are present and aware of what's going on in the body, which forms the basis of the work that Tracy and I do.
We have a Reiki practitioner, a reflexologist, a psychologist. We have a Kundalini yoga master who's also a metaphysician. And we can offer everything from astrology to tarot card reading. Everything is available. We have a shop with crystals in and with only the select supplements that we would like to associate ourselves with on our shelves. So come and have a look. Come and have an Acu de-stress session and combine it with an Acu ozone session. 2 different sessions, 1 treatment. The most powerful detox known to mankind in a 2-hour period. Come and see us at Acu-Wellness Clinics Ballito. I'm looking forward to meeting you.